Well, good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weather update here on your July the 22nd, 2026. Still finding some clouds across parts of North Georgia for today. A little sunshine here and there, and a dose of some showers in and about. The big weather story, though, is going to have to be the fact that we're looking at increased risk of some flooding rains here across parts of North Georgia straight through Friday. And as a result of that, the Weather Service has put up a flood watch, which we'll show you here in just a second. We'll also break down the latest model data as well. Now, before we get into this full report, if you're new here to our YouTube channel and you live anywhere across North Georgia, let me quickly introduce myself as your personal weatherman. I'd love for you to give me a hire, as I'm on a mission to turn this into a professional 24-hour weather channel. And boy, I could sure use your help. It's all about adding subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button. And very importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all weather updates, as well as any potential live severe weather updates we do exclusively here for North Georgia. All right, let's go ahead and take a look right now what's going on. There in Dahlonega, it's been kind of cloudy there, a little few gaps in the clouds here and there, but definitely been a cloudy day for the most part there in Dahlonega. Now here in Braselton, we're seeing a little more sunshine, a little bit of a breeze here as well. But again, kind of a partly sunny to mostly cloudy type day here as we're wrapping up your Wednesday. Local radar, again, we're seeing some really spotty showers here and about here across the area, or some out to the east of Atlanta as well. But these are generally going to be on the increase as we're going to be watching a stationary boundary that's going to kind of lay across North Georgia and kind of keep that increased risk for rain here over the coming days. Now, current temperatures being kept down a little bit because of the cloud cover. Obviously, we had a little bit of a shower there in Jasper to come down to 79, but there's 86 there in Jefferson, 83 over in Dallas. So temperatures being kept down a little bit. Some areas will get close to 90. I'm currently at 89. I've been as warm as 91 here at my weather station here in Braselton. So again, not quite as warm as it has been the last few days, but definitely pretty muggy outside, feeling pretty humid. Looking at your regional radar here right now, not looking all that impressive. Still getting some of these swirls around what's left of our tropical storm. Boy, the wind shears really kicked the crud out of this thing. I'll show you the satellite picture, see what I'm talking about. And we're still waiting for some stuff that'll kind of fire up here for later this afternoon, and especially going into the next couple of days. Now, here's the satellite imagery, and if you were looking here, you say, oh, the center of circulation must be down here with all these thunderstorms. No, it's not. It's sitting up here. And the reason why is we've got some strong northeasterly winds that are blowing over the top of this thing. So that's why this storm never had a chance to really become anything significant, and as it continues to track to the west. So right now, it's still forecast to be a tropical storm as it moves over in toward the Houston area, if it survives. And looks like it'll be dragging some rains along that path. So not an issue for us. Not really. It shouldn't be too big an issue for Texas either. I think they'll be okay there. All right, now here's our new story here. Obviously, we're dealing with the heavy rain threat. And right now, we've got the yellow areas there showing the level 2 risk for heavy rains for today going into tomorrow morning. Now, as we go through the next several days, you're going to notice a couple things here. Hold on a second. Let me show you what's going to happen here. All right, so we got this is going to be sticking around for a little while. So this is your Thursday. A lot of North Georgia covered here, obviously, for that. That'll go into Friday as well. So we got several days of potential for some heavy rains in this area. It's the rainfall rates that are going to be the big deal. Saturday, it backs off, and right now, Sunday, they have clear. All right, so looks like we'll see things begin to improve as we go into early next week. So going back to what I showed you there's a current flood watch right now across parts of North Georgia from Hiawassee down to Homer, over to Cedartown, and up toward Trenton. So that block there is looking at significant flooding. We're talking 2 to 4 inches of rain and isolated pockets of 5-inch plus possible with some of these storms that flare up. Now, with the heavy rain threat, you might be thinking severe weather. No, not really. Not with this setup. So what we're looking here is just basically a general thunderstorm threat. Not to say we couldn't see an isolated severe thunderstorm or two. It's possible still, but generally a general thunderstorm threat for today, going into Thursday, going into Friday. That's not going to change right now. Of course, the Storm Prediction Center can make adjustments. We'll see. But for right now, it's just a general thunderstorm threat over the next few days. Now, let's look at our regional model here. I got this looping on through here so you get an idea of where things are going to be cracking here through this loop. This is an 84-hour loop here, obviously. And you're going to see, again, unsettled weather here with this boundary that's just going to be stuck across the area, and these thunderstorms are going to be flaring up and kind of oscillating along that boundary there. So some heavy rains are going to be potential with this straight through into Friday. I think Saturday we start to back off a little bit looking at this latest model run, but the European was still looking a little wet. So we'll see what happens on that Saturday forecast. But at least through Friday, we're definitely staying very much on the wet side on this, as this thing is going to keep us very much on the wet side. So as I go to the end of this loop here, I want to go ahead and take you on over to the rainfall totals. So the rainfall totals, as you can see here, you just get a general idea. I mean, here's 6 inches plus in Chattanooga, 4 1/4. There's almost 7 inches there, 3.5. So the whole point is, we're not saying these places are going to get that kind of rainfall total because we can't really pinpoint exactly where every thunderstorm is going to be. But boy, these are going to be gully washers. They're going to have a high water content, and they can really do some isolated flooding. So that's what we'll be watching for here over the next several days. So looking at our weather map here, we got the stationary boundary just kind of waffling through the area here for a day or so. And then by the time we get to Friday, maybe it'll start moving to the south, and we start to clear out going into early next week. But in the meantime, going right from Wednesday through Friday, just look for the potential for some heavy rains in here. So here's the forecast here for Gainesville, going 87, 74. Not as warm, obviously, because of increased cloud cover, better chances for rain here. And same goes for tomorrow. Most areas here in the morning are going to be in the low to mid 70s for your morning lows. And then going into your afternoon here, depending on when the storms get flared up, as you see, a lot of North Georgia showing 70s and 80s there because of the rain. A little bit drier there to the south and east, obviously, as we go into your Thursday afternoon. How about your regional temperatures? Again, same story here. Depending on where the rain chances are the highest, they're going to be obviously a little bit cooler. It's a little bit hot over here in Louisiana. Look at that, 102 over in Shreveport. And you still got 97 over there in Florence. But really going to be a typical summer day for those who aren't dealing with scattered showers and thunderstorms with that boundary sitting across the region. All right, how about the rest of the 7-day forecast? All right, so we keep that elevated rain chance. My only question mark is going to be on Saturday. Does that start to clear out a little earlier, like the rapid refresh is showing? European kind of still has it. So I'll keep the high rain chance in there for right now, but that could change there. One thing's for certain, though, as we go in early next week, we do dry out and the temperatures heat right back up again, heading into the 90s. Now, with all this rain coming our way, you may want to keep track. So why don't you go ahead and download our free weather app. It's free. Now, if you have an Apple phone or an Android phone, Apple, go to the Apple Store, put in North Georgia Majestic Weather, download it. Great app. Same for you guys on Android. Go to Google Play, put in the name, and download this. This weather app's going to alert you when there's weather approaching your area, rain nearby, lightning nearby, severe weather alerts, hour-by-hour forecast, nice futurecast on there. And a great app, one of the best in the business. Go ahead and this is sponsored by our friends at Roof It Forward out of Woodstock, Georgia. If you've been putting out getting a roof replacement, don't wait until the damage is already done. The last thing you need is water damage. Give these guys a call. They'll take care of you. Great customer service, quality products, and every job they do, they give a portion back to local children's charities. Some 600,000 plus have benefited local children's charities. So again, thank you to Roof It Forward for being our weather app sponsor. All right, looks like we're in store for a couple of wet days ahead. We'll be tracking it closely. One thing's for certain, it should make a decent dent in the drought conditions. Northeast Georgia still continues to be level 3 drought in some places, or level 2, I should say. So still severe drought there. So we got to watch that closely, and hopefully we'll be able to chip away at the drought conditions there. Again, I appreciate you guys checking us out here on the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell to be alerted on all these weather updates. All right, you guys be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys enjoy the rest of your midweek day. Bye-bye.